You're watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, new treatment options for people that are suffering with chronic headaches, migraines, head and neck pain, vertigo, ringing in the ears. And with us, we have a doctor that's getting amazing results with their patients. With us, we have Dr. Berth. Dr. Berth, welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, before we get into today's topic, because I have a lot of questions about how you're treating pain, who's your typical patient in your practice?
Well, we have a variety of patients. We don't have a typical patient. Our orthodontic patients right now range in age from age 7 to 85, you know, a big range. And then we also have patients that are in pain that we treat, and they also have that same range of
So
age.
jumping right into it, we've talked on the telephone that the way people's teeth come together, if their bite is off, may be connected to their chronic headaches, or their neck pain or facial pain, or the ringing in their ears.
That's correct. We've treated close to 100 patients now that have had chronic headaches. One person in particular that I can think of, Laura, she's actually a hygienist, and she hasn't been able to practice for a while. 18 years she hasn't been able to practice because she's in constant pain. She's also been under the care of a TMJ specialist for 18 years. And it got to the point where she was requiring a lot of medicine, even steroid shots in her facial muscles, and none of it was helping. So she was at home now, she wasn't working. She would get up to do chores around the house. She would get up for 15 minutes, then have to go to bed for 15 minutes. And now she was at the point where she could never get out of bed. She had a friend that came to our office, and he told her about what we were doing with a system called Trudeno, a way to treat headaches.
Okay.
And she's finished her treatment. She's headache free. She's now driving again, and she's able to enjoy her family.
Is that, now you see that all the time? You know, we talked, I said that we have to make, you know, we may have to put, you know, results not typical, things like that, but in your practice, if somebody moves forward with treatment,
we see an improvement every time.
Do you ever see complete reversal in
We
some
do.
of these?
We do.
Now, you say you have a prominent male, an attorney, had ringing in his ears, and that's going away.
It's going away. It's helping him with his job considerably. You can imagine being in a courtroom and having a difficult time hearing or having this background noise of a ring in your ear. So yes, he's happy. We're not finished, but he's getting improvement.
Okay.
We'd had a patient that had been, well, she had been in an accident, and so her jaw had been traumatized, and so she had gone to see neurologists. She also had ringing in her ears. She'd been to an ENT, and nobody could help her with her problem. And she just didn't know what to do. So she suffered with it for 5 years, and then she thought, well, maybe if I get my teeth straight, I'll feel better. And she came in and she told us her story, and we got so excited. We said, we can help you. Now, it's not going to be just getting your teeth straight.
So she came in just for teeth straightening, not for her...
Right. Well, she thought it would help. It could help her. She kind of put it together. Well, my teeth are off balance, so maybe that'll help me to get braces.
Okay.
So anyway, when she started telling us her story, we were like, we can help you. We can help you. Let us do these exams and make sure you have a force and balance, but I think we can help you. And it's not just with braces. We're going to do muscle rehab. We're going to get your joint balanced. We're going to put all these pieces of the puzzle together to help you. First thing we're going to do is get the joint balanced, this joint, the jaw joint. Then we're going to get your muscles balanced. And lastly, we're going to straighten your teeth, because that's the last piece of the puzzle. Okay.
Now, you do some sophisticated diagnostic testing that very few dentists are doing, especially, and orthodontists are doing. Tell me about that.
Well, we do a bite analysis. It's an electronic bite analysis, and we can see the relative force on each tooth at what time it happens. And we can see if, in a healthy patient, you want a simple straight line of closure, and you don't want the jaw to shift and shift and shift. In an unhealthy bite, the patient can close, they reach an interference with the teeth, then they subconsciously open and shift, and then when they shift, they also feel another interference, they shift. And this patient, Teresa, shifting 10 times before she got to full closure. She was overworking her muscles. And
so that's the connection with the head pain.
That is.
It's like stress on your jaw.
It is.
On these muscles that
right.
go here. Now you brought, I went to the website, and I wish we had the animation, but you have this T-scan that measures if your bite is right. So what am I looking at here? Those are like what? Trays in the mouth?
They are, and then the patient bites and holds. So this patient is a 40-year-old woman, and when she first came to see us, she was hitting heavy on the right side. We saw it in the T-scan, and she didn't realize it, but when she saw it, it made sense to her.
So that raised area right there tells you she's biting harder on one side of the mouth.
It does.
Okay.
And so what we did, she went through the True Dental treatment, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but the bottom shows electronic bite after we finished with treatment, and you'll notice she's hitting evenly on all the teeth. Now she's a teacher, and here again, when she went to school, she couldn't interact with the kids the way she wanted to. She just didn't feel good. And she actually, because of the overwork of the muscles and the inflammation, her face was actually swollen on the right side too. And people at work could tell she didn't feel well. So they were glad to let her come see us for treatment. And after the 12 weeks of treatment, she is doing great. She's back to school full time and not having to come see us anymore.
So you say that it's life-changing for these people.
It is life-changing. We hear their stories over and over again. They're so happy to share them with them because it has made such a difference in their life. A lot of our patients heard about what we're doing with pain and how we're taking care of it just by information in our practice. So we have parents come in, and for example, we had Wendy come in with her daughter Lainey, and Lainey was having just orthodontic work, but she told us that she prayed every night that her mother would wake up feeling good. And so,
wow.
I know. And anyway, Wendy saw our information, and she said, I've been to everybody. I've been to neurologists, I've been to massage therapists, I've been to chiropractors. Nothing has worked. And she said, when you go to bed at night and you don't know how you're going to feel when you wake up in the morning, I was getting depressed. And so she went through the treatment. She was surprised that a dentist could help. But she went ahead and went through the treatment, and she's been pain-free. She has not had any problems with migraines after she's been through the treatment with us.
Okay. Now we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, more about the process and who would be an ideal candidate for this. You're watching The Wellness Hour. We'll be right back.
I have probably had migraines for, I would say probably 10 years. And have gone from doctor to doctor to try to figure out how to get rid of one. And now when I can wake up with no pain, no headaches, my shoulders don't ache, my neck doesn't ache, I feel great.
She's not as sick as she usually was, and she's very happy.
Who would have thought a dentist could fix your pain? It's just, you always think about just your teeth, that all they can do is brighten your smile, help you with root canals and all the yucky stuff, but they can take your pain away. I'd do it. Oh my gosh, I should have told and learned about this years ago. It would have been amazing.
My mama wakes up like a brand new mama.
I cannot explain it, but I have Facebooked it. I've told all my friends, all my family, I'm like, y'all have got to try True Dental because it is the most amazing thing.
You're watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, new treatment options for people that are suffering with migraine headaches, chronic headaches, neck pain, jaw pain, even ringing in your ears. With us, we have a doctor that is getting amazing results with her patients, Dr. Berth. Okay, so Dr. Berth, so who's an ideal candidate for this?
Randy, it's anybody that's been suffering with headaches, migraines, jaw pain, neck tension. It's a variety of things, even ear pain, vertigo, tinnitus. They've been to doctors, they haven't gotten relief. We would like to do a simple test for them and see if we can help.
Okay. Now, every week, we talked on the phone, every week you see reversals in symptoms.
We do.
Is that right?
We do.
And the patients, you say, are very skeptical. Tell me about that.
Well, it sounds too good to be true. They come in, it's spa-like treatment. We don't give any medicine. We don't give any shots. And most of our patients get better. It sounds too good to be true. But and they've been to neurologists, they've been to ENTs, and haven't gotten any relief. The key on this is the True Dentist system incorporates the wisdom of doctors from many disciplines, not just neurology, not just ENT, there's sports medicine, and by combining that knowledge, that's the key. By combining that knowledge, we're able to help the patients.
Now, is this even a big problem? You know, we talked, I don't have migraines, but are there a lot of people out there with like jaw pain, you know, facial pain, you know, chronic headaches? Is this a big group of people?
It is a large group of people. It's
like tens of thousands where you are?
Probably a best analogy. You know, we've got Cowboy Stadium, or now it's called the AT&T Stadium. It holds 60,000 people. I bet just in the Metroplex we could fill that stadium with people that have symptoms, migraines, headaches, facial pain. And so we want to get the word out there that there is help for these.
We're out of time, but a self-check for the viewers.
It's easy for them to do. If they, first of all, they know if they've had pain. They know if they have headaches and migraines.
Yeah.
But other things they can do is, how wide can you open your mouth? Can you get 3 fingers in there? If not, you're probably a candidate for this.
So if you can't open your mouth very wide,
yeah.
You may have some muscle problems?
Yeah, or turning your head. All of that's related. If you grind your teeth, a lot of times that's a tooth interference. Subconsciously, you may have a tooth that's hitting high, and believe it or not, your muscles are trying to grind that tooth away, and you'll keep grinding until you get that interference taken care of.
So it's like an overworked muscle, and that's causing some of this pain.
Yes.
And you've said, and this is very interesting. So you're saying when you fix that raised tooth, right, get the bite right, the tension goes away.
The True Dentist system has taught us how to do that. So first you balance the jaw joint, then you balance the muscles, and last you work on the teeth.
We're out of time, and thank you for coming on the program. So what do you say to the person? They have all those symptoms you've talked about. What's the first step?
Just go to our website and schedule an appointment. We'll take a look and we'll do the exam. It's a simple exam, and see if we can help you.
Is it a free consultation?
It's a free consultation, and it takes about 20 minutes.
And with predictability, you can pretty much say, based on the scan or based on the images, you'd be good. You'd be a good candidate.
We do. And we'll tell you if you're not a good candidate, because we want good results. And if we can't help you, we'll tell you. But if we can help you, we're very excited.
I want to thank you for coming on the show. Very, very interesting. Thanks again.
Thank you.
You've been watching The Wellness Hour. I'm Randy Alvarez. We'll be right back.
I came to the office. I came for some dental procedures, and then they told me about the True Dental treatment. And I was a little bit skeptical because I had tried everything under the sun to treat my migraine pains. So I decided to do it. Now that I have done it, I feel great. Oh my God, it feels amazing. I cannot explain, I cannot tell you how great it feels. Now I can enjoy more time with my family. I can drink my wine without having a headache. It's great, it's great. Like they said, it's a life-changing procedure, and I do recommend it to anyone that wants to do it.
I've been suffering from migraines for at least 10 years, TMJ probably for just as long. True Dental has been a miracle. Every aspect of my life has changed. There's no more pain in the morning. There's no more being tired all day long because I'm not sleeping. My children, my husband have noticed that a difference to where I'm happy all day long. You know, I have energy to go do things with them, and you know, I don't get as frustrated with homework and you know, everything like that. I just think overall it's great. It was a life-changing experience.
You're watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, new treatment options for people that are suffering with chronic headaches, migraine headaches, jaw pain, neck pain, even ringing in your ears. With us, we have a doctor that is getting amazing results with her patients, reversals of symptoms. She says every single week she hears great stories. With us, we have Dr. Fletcher. Dr. Fletcher, welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So that's not an overstatement.
Absolutely not. Every week we are seeing patients improve, coming in with headaches, migraines, facial pain, ringing in the ears, tinnitus, and that's all going away. And they are amazed.
I interviewed your partner on the show, who's
Yes.
also the orthodontist. She's the one that talked you into this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you didn't want to do this, she
No,
says.
I didn't think that it would work.
You said
Honestly.
your very first patient, I think you told me.
Yeah, our very first patient got better. When I saw our very first patient get better, after the first treatment, I almost didn't believe it.
Okay.
And then we continued treating the patients, and we continued treating her, and she was happy by the end of it. Her headaches were gone. She was able to do things that she wasn't able to do before, like things like cook breakfast for your daughter. You know,
Okay.
she couldn't do that before. She'd tell her daughter to go have cereal. These little things that she was able to do because she didn't have the pain, it changed her life.
All right, now this True Dentist system, this
Yes.
is an approach.
Yes.
And your thoughts are, or your approach and philosophy is that there is a bite, that you may have a bite problem. The way your teeth come together are connected to your chronic headaches or migraines or ringing in the ears.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Help
If
me
your-
understand that a little bit.
If your teeth don't come together at the right time, or there's too much pressure in one area versus another area, you can cause little knots in your muscles, which are, we call them trigger points because they cause referred pain, which sends your brain a signal thinking that you have a headache. So when you have these issues, you don't want to do other things. You want to just take care of your headache, stay inside, take care of the ringing in your ears, the pain. You're not able to function as a normal person. So if we can adjust the bite and rehabilitate the muscles in conjunction with each other, then we can treat the muscles, nerves, and tendons that are causing these issues for you.
Now you are convinced that this True Dentist system
Yes,
is the most comprehensive of its kind
absolutely.
for dentists that in treating. So can you take me through the process and what all is involved?
Well, it's cutting edge technology. When the patient comes in, and mind you, the patients have nothing to lose to come in because there's no charge for our consultation. They come in to get a screening to see if they have the issues that we can treat.
Okay,
We
so
don't-
they have the obvious symptoms of pain,
Yes.
chronic headaches, migraines, jaw pain, etc.
Yes, unable to get out of bed, really physically taxing on their lifestyle. So when they come in, we do a thorough history to find out if they've had trauma, if they have done activities even 10 years ago, like playing soccer, gymnastics, other sports injuries that they don't even realize could be affecting them at this time.
That
We
may have
also
thrown
do-
their jaw out of
that-
alignment.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
And we do what we call a T-scan, which is a bite analysis where they bite, and we can see where they have too much pressure, because each contact of the teeth should be at an ideal number. And we can show you where your numbers are great and where they're not.
Now tell me this though.
Yes.
Back to this bite scan.
Yes.
Typically across the country, dentists are using
Like blue paper.
that you bite.
Yes.
You like tap,
You
right?
tap on it, but it doesn't tell you how much force you're tapping.
And they're
with.
looking at the indentions.
You just look at a little marking on the
Okay.
tooth and you see that it touches, but it doesn't tell you how hard it's touching. Randy, what this does is it shows you where the heavy points are hitting. There's absolutely too much pressure on these areas. It's
So what
causing-
we're looking at right there, that raised area is
This-
what? What does that mean?
This means there's too much pressure on these teeth. So
Okay.
when you have too much pressure on those teeth, your muscles are going to try to compensate for that. And so you're going to get your muscles not working in the normal fashion they're supposed to be functioning in, and they're going to be sliding around or working too hard on one side or another to relieve that pressure, because that's what your body wants to do. And that's when you cause the buildup of lactic acid and you get these little knots that cause the referred pain, which express themselves as headaches.
Okay, so how soon, like some of your patients,
Yes.
what kind of results are you seeing, and how soon?
Well,
Like some of
Randy,
your best stories.
after the first visit, they're noticing results. Sometimes patients walk in with a headache and they walk out with no headache.
Really?
Yes, and even if I have a patient whose mom comes in and she says she has a headache, we say, you know, let's take you back, let's take a look at you and see what we can do for you. And they don't even know that that is an option for them. A lot of patients that come in haven't put on makeup in forever because little things like looking into the light triggers a headache. They'll come in, they'll start their treatments, and by the middle of their treatments, they're coming in full makeup, ready for the world because they want to do things after they're done with their treatment. They're ready to go out. They're not going home and sitting on the couch anymore or sitting in the
Okay.
dark room for 3 days with facial pain or ringing in the ears or tinnitus.
You say that you see like a transformation over these 12 weeks Elaborate on
Absolutely. Well, I am just going to give you an example of one patient. When she first started treatment, she came in, even on the day of the consultation, hair not done, no makeup. She looked like she just rolled out of bed, literally.
Okay.
And that's because she did. That's all she could do. She could not physically take the time to look in the mirror, turn the lights on bright, put on makeup, even to lift her arm, and her neck muscles were so tight here to brush her hair. And she would come in looking like this, and you want to help this person because you can see she's obviously in pain. Even after the first treatment, she felt relief. Once we went through the process, by the middle, I would come in the room and she looked amazing. Her hair was done. She was even getting herself dressed beautifully. Like she was ready to go places afterwards, and she was ready to do things that she hadn't done before, like go shopping or go to the mall, because she could do more than just go out to the doctor and go back home. I had another patient tell me that after treatment, she was able to go school shopping with her daughter, which she had never been able to do before because she was always stuck at home and sending someone else to go.
Because of their head?
Well, because
headaches?
she had pain. Anytime you have pain, all you want to do is try to relieve that pain. And sometimes they can just lay down or stay in a dark room because other things like light, getting up, getting out are triggers. Sometimes we have other patients that are afraid to do things because they're scared that when they get there, they're going to have pain and not be able to drive home.
Now, our program airs across the country, and I interview a lot of medical doctors.
Yes.
And they are, the ones that I know, are making the connection that the way your teeth come together have an impact on potentially on these headaches and tinnitus and things that you're talking about. And I know you come from a background of medical doctors, right? Aren't your parents medical doctors?
They are.
What do they think?
They are.
I mean, you must have told them about this. What do they say? Are they also skeptical?
Well, actually, not anymore. Once that they've seen the technology that we use to diagnose these patients with the bite force analysis and also the range of motion, a lot of people don't realize that they have limited range of motion, and
meaning side to side?
Meaning side to side, up and down,
Okay.
even opening your mouth. We have the technology to be able to measure all of that and show you where the affected areas are, and we can show you before and after. We can show you where you started and where you feel better, where your muscles and the numbers, they change.
You're right, it does sound too good to be true. Even sitting here, people need to know this is a real interview. I'm not siding with you on this one. But you see results like this.
I'm telling you, Randy.
Are patients also skeptical? Because people with migraines, by the way, and I know somebody personally with migraines, that it's like, look, don't tell me. I've tried everything.
Yeah.
I said, well, maybe your bite has something to do with it, right? It's my wife, actually. And the patients, same way?
When they come in, yes, they're skeptical.
very
And the
skeptical.
reason they are skeptical, because they have every reason to be skeptical. They've tried all these different things for years. Every time something new comes out, they would try it, and it wouldn't work for them. Or maybe it would give them minor relief, but not the significant relief that we see once we balance their muscles and their bite together. So once we show them the numbers, they've never had the analysis that we do. And when they look at it, they can physically see where their areas they're affected and how we can relieve those.
So you do this bite analysis, computer,
Yes.
It's free, right?
Yes.
Free consultation.
There's free consultation.
And with predictability, you can say, you know what? We think we can help you.
Yes, I can let you know right then and there whether we can help you or we can't help you.
Now, are some people so bad off with their bite that you get excited where you say, oh my goodness, this is going to be good?
Well, when they come in and they tell me their story and I see that we can treat them, I get excited because I know they're going to be happy at the end of treatment. I don't ever want to deliver a product that someone's not happy with, and I can tell you with predictability that they're going to get better with this product.
Okay, good. We're going to take a quick break. We come back, more about the process. You're watching The Wellness Hour. I'm Randy Alvarez. We'll be right back.
I have suffered 19 years with migraines. I can't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to play with my kids. It kept me from socializing with my family and friends. I'm not having to take any injections since I started Tinnitus. That feels great. I ate about 4 handfuls of chocolate today and I didn't suffer from a migraine. I ate it and I'm fine. I'm perfect. It works. Try it. When you think that there is no hope, there is hope, because there is a treatment that will help you. And you'll have your life back. After 19 years, I have my life. I can eat chocolate, I can drink wine, I can do all that, and I'm okay, and I don't hurt afterward.
You are watching The Wellness Hour. I'm Randy Alvarez. We're back. New treatment options for patients suffering with headaches or chronic headaches, migraines, facial pain, neck pain. And with us, we have a doctor that's getting amazing results with her patients, according to Dr. Fletcher. So welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
So if you had to really dummy it down, because I've listened to you, and it sounds like you're getting great results, but a recap of how it works or why it works, because I still don't think that I got it.
Well, Randy, think of it this way.
Okay.
If you're skiing and you hurt your knee, you go to the doctor, you get an x-ray, they take a look, make sure nothing's broken, and if nothing's broken and your knee's still swollen and in pain, they send you to rehab.
Okay.
You go to see the therapist, and they give you something like crutches to stay off of your knee, and they do rehabilitation work with low-level lasers, microcurrent, and they do a therapy on your knee in order to help it get better.
Okay.
When you get banged in the face, when you have trauma to your face, say you get in a car accident or your kid hits you in your face, do you go and see if anything's broken? Do you go and do rehab? What we do is we provide an orthotic, which actually acts like the crutches. So while we're rehabilitating the muscles, everything is able to heal.
So you're using like lasers, you're using
lasers, microcurrent, and an orthotic appliance, as well as therapies. You also have an at-home portion that you're going to have to do as well, but it's just like getting rehabilitated in sports. It's the same thing with your head and neck.
Okay. And so you are comfortable as an orthodontist to be helping people with chronic headaches, migraines, ringing in their ears, things like that?
Absolutely. Our training is not just in teeth. It's in the bite, and it's in all the muscles, ligaments, tendons of the head and neck. So once we were able to treat those in conjunction, we achieved tremendous results with TrueDenta.
Okay, good. Final message, somebody watching this, because you said your patients are skeptical.
What do you say
to them?
I say anyone who has any of these symptoms like headaches, tinnitus, ringing in the ears, if you're unable to go to work some days, if you have to call in, if you have to stay home, if it affects your life that you cannot do the average everyday little things like cook breakfast for your kids, like some of our patients weren't able to do, come and see us. We can help you. TrueDenta can work for you.
I want to thank you so much for coming on. Very interesting. Good for you.
Thank you.
Good. You've been watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.